Hi, Mr. Knuckles Music Lessons. I'm going to do In Your Eyes, which is an acoustic cover by Ben Harper of a song that was done by Peter Gabriel a long time ago. It's a great version of it. It's a live version. I don't know if he's got a studio version. I've never checked into that. But anyways, I'm using the live version. I wouldn't say it's an easy song because it's got a B minor in it. But let's have a listen to the song and then I'll break it down. All right?
Without a noise, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat, I have to breathe. See the doorways to 1,000 churches and resolution for my fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light in the lead. Yes, I wanna be like me, but I touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes.
Okay, so let's break it down a little bit. First of all, there are 3 patterns to the song. The first one is B minor, A, and then it alternates between D or G at the end. All right? There's a lot of muting going on that you probably noticed. So various techniques to mute when you're in B minor and or any chord where you're touching most of the strings. All you have to do is take some pressure off the strings after you play them. So you push down, and then whenever you want them to stop, you just release the pressure and they stop. All right? For a chord like D or E, where you've got your pinky available, I tend to use my pinky. That's takes a little bit of a coordination, but you'll get used to that, and that's something that you have to work on if you're going to be a guitar player. Anyways, lots of muting. Listen for that. When he comes out of the B minor to the A to the D, there's a bit of a pattern that he uses, and we've talked about this pattern before, where the pattern on the D is, first of all, regular D, add the pinky on the first string, 3rd fret, take it off, take your middle finger off, back on. Okay, so that you need to know that pattern, and you need to be ready to use it because it's in a lot of songs, and if you want to play them and make them sound half decently correct, then you'll need to be comfortable with that pattern. The way he does it is he starts without the middle finger and then he adds it. So it's B minor, A, and then he starts without the middle finger, adds it, adds the pinky. All right, and notice I'm chopping the chord off there. You don't see me muting with this hand. And what I'm doing is I'm I'm just chopping my hand onto the strings. And then back to the B minor. The second time, or alternately, he goes to the G and doesn't do anything special with the G. All right? The next pattern is A to G, A to the G, and then towards the end of this pattern he stays on the G for a long time. I'm just muting by bringing my fingers down and muting it off. All right? And then eventually he goes to E, to the D, and he starts the D the same way in this pattern. He starts the D without his middle finger, but he just doesn't go to the pinky on the pattern. So it goes E, and then the only other thing you got to know is that at the end of that pattern, he suspends the E chord, and you might recognize that, and that just is just before he goes back into the verse. All right, so a suspended E chord is just adding the pinky to the third string at the second fret, and that's the difference between a suspended E and an E chord. And he just, and then he goes back into the B minor. All right, so those are the three patterns, and I think you can. Oh, the last thing is that if you want to play the song properly and you know the song, you know that during the second time around, like this, he plays those whole three patterns, and then he plays them again for the second half of the song in the same order and the same sequencing and everything. But the second time around, he does it. He sort of ends up stopping the guitar, sort of intermittently here and there, and actually sings a cappella for a little while, for a short while. So you just need to listen for that, but there's no difference in playing the song. If you played it without doing that and just continued playing the chording, it would be exactly the same as it was the first time around. But if you want to impress your friends and show them that you know exactly how to play it, then you'll have to figure that out yourself just by listening to the song over and over again. So I'm going to play it just normally. I will try and slow down and stop when he does, but I can't promise I'm going to get it right. All right? So here we go. When the ground first died, I so soon will go without your noise. Like my pride, I reach out from the inside. E is an elephant. D is a dog. I have the place, see the doorways to 1,000 churches and resolution for my fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light in the Yes, I wanna be that just me.
but they return.
A.
Each every side, such a river, without the noise, without my cry, I reach out from the inside.
E is an elephant. Dog.
I am complete. I see the doorway to 1,000 churches. Resolution on my fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light in the heat. Yes, I wanna be that complete. When such the light, the heat I see in your
Suspended E. Unsuspended. Suspended again. There you go. In Your Eyes by Ben Harper.